But before we look at that, like I said, I want us to look at how the country has become over the years. If we take our mind back to when we had our independence in 1960, our growth rate was about 2.8. It was the highest in Africa. And we're likened to many other Asian countries, like Indonesia, some of those Asian tigers. As of that time, our economy was growing at a very reasonable pace. But come back to 2024, we now have one of the most large amount of poor persons living in this country. Not only that, our debt profile is on the roof, and everybody seems to be struggling. So my first question before we really dive into advising the couples is, where did we get it wrong? How did we get it wrong as a nation? I'm just really curious to know, especially from your own point of view.
Okay. One of the questions I answered in economics in 1976, when I was leaving Government College, Uweli.
Yes.
The question was, how has the exploration of a mineral resource affected the economy of your people?
Okay.
And that question is still relevant today.
Okay.
In economics, there's something called the Dutch disease.
Dutch disease.
Yes. You know, Shell is from Holland, Dutchland, and they are in the North Atlantic.
Most certainly.
When they discovered oil, many people left the oil sector and left agric and other things.
Okay.
They went into only oil.
You're talking about the Dutch?
The Dutch.
Okay.
And the consequent result was that their economy went down, crime increased, and several other factors. And they got the word Dutch disease from the economic fallout when cheap money from a mineral resource in a nation becomes predominant. Now, that GDP growth you talked about was from the granite pyramids in the north, was from coal in the Enugu,
in the east,
was from
cocoa in the west.
Cocoa in the west. They had a cocoa house. We had palm house.
Yes.
So that was from agriculture. And subsequently, with the advent of the exploration of oil from Oliobiri, I think in 1952 or 56, there was a diversion from the process of creating wealth to sharing wealth and to conspicuous consumption and grandiosity. And when there is conspicuous consumption, that is, I pass my neighbor consumption.
Yes.
You buy Mercedes this, I buy Mercedes that. You buy so phone, I buy so phone. You now find out that when there is so much consumption, conspicuous consumption, without commensurate productivity, it is the sea route to economic disaster.
So we got it all wrong there.
Yes.